So I've been supporting a lot of my favorite black businesses. Epiphany is definitely one. And I got this cute little card. Hoodie. I love hoodies this year. Can't wait to wear my hoodie, Epiphany. Yeah, Kyle, you gotta show 'em my. Oh yeah, stickers.
Yo, it's your boy Don Prince, and I'm here with Epiphany Media. I just copped me a hoodie from them. I appreciate the information and the knowledge that they bring on their webpage and also on their social media podcast. Make sure that y'all stay tuned in with them. Check out Epiphany Media, and it's your boy Don Prince. I'm out.
You are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.
What up? Some people just love for 2020 just to keep on going. Some people want it to be over and start a new chapter, and some people just want to enjoy it, enjoy the ride all the way into the new year.
I don't know. I think it's some people they Corona scramble their brain or something. I was reading something, an article that Corona scrambles brains or something. I don't know.
Oh, must have been an early adopter for some, huh?
Shit. But it's good to be back after 2 weeks. Unplanned 2 week vacation. So
Nothing wrong with a little hiatus.
but it's
Oh,
most
man.
definitely good to be back.
Miss y'all as always. Hopefully y'all can hear us good. Hopefully you guys like the intro. There's way more stuff to go with it, but formatting all of the stuff is damn near impossible with the videos and the picture files and getting a format for it to fit on the screen perfectly is damn near impossible. But thanks for y'all again who bought merch over Black Friday and since then. We definitely appreciate it. People that order stuff more recently, some slowdowns because of mail and companies shut down for the holiday season. So once all this stuff get over, we'll be back to normal. You can look out for your order coming soon.
Most definitely, and thank y'all, everybody who has bought something thus far, whether it was bowling for book bag ticket, or a T-shirt or a hoodie or a hat. We most definitely appreciate you for that. So, thanks for the continued support, and we'll continue to deliver quality content.
That's what we aim to do. I finished up my last of 2020. My last of you're out here for the year.
I thought that was cough syrup
No,
for a minute.
no, it's my last batch of 2020. Your ad here, so
You know what? I forgot to do something. You just reminded me. I gotta share because sharing is important. So if you're watching this show, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Or if you're listening to it on the many streaming platforms.
what a rookie! What a rookie!
Share.
So while he's sharing, um, I'm gonna leave the show up to y'all, man. We're doing a short show. We back after a while. Um, Before we left, we were doing like lead up questions and cards and stuff. Going into the new year, of course, that has been derailed. I had some videos I kind of want to get to at the end of the year, like just get some people's opinion on it. It's really just one video in particular. I don't know. It kind of fit into the format of stuff that we talk about. It kind of fit into the format of relationship stuff and difference of opinions between men and women and all of that stuff. So I'm kind of leaving it in y'all hands. Like, how do y'all want to take the show? We usually do a first show. We usually do goals and New Year outlook and stuff. We might say that one for the next show, so we can get like a full show out of it, and we can share some of our goals and stuff with you guys. You can share with us. I know it's a a lot of it seems to be not controversial, but a lot of people are not on top of, I guess, goals as much as they was last year because of the uncertainty. And that makes perfect sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you guys do get to that point, we want to share and encourage each other, and make something great come out of it, out of the entire situation. So, but as far as today, we're gonna leave it in y'all hands. We can flip through some more of these cards and questions and stuff. We can watch a video and do some response, some reaction. We can do it all. Whatever you guys want to do, just let us know. Let's see. Angel, of course, welcome. Top fan, Angel. Just trying to find the view. What's the better zoomed out or whatever. Andrew said, I bet y'all happy with the Browns. I'm extremely happy. Byron's on mute, so I don't think he can respond and say how happy he is. I'm happy that they're in the playoffs. I'm not happy with this with the win for today, but overall happy to be in the playoffs. I'll take it. We don't know what you're saying. Boy, rookies. Never work with rookies is what I'm saying. Angel, I am happy about the Browns. Like I said, I'm not happy with the performance today, especially playing against their backups or whatever. I feel like they could have, should have came stronger, but they didn't. But I'll take the win. You got us into the dance, and now it's the any given Sunday type thing. You never know what's going to happen. Hopefully, the Browns haven't practiced in like 2 weeks as a team, so hopefully they kind of get their COVID situation under control, and they get a week of practice under their belt. Maybe everybody not so jittery, and boy, hopefully we will at least not get embarrassed next week is the key for me. Regina, welcome. Thanks for joining. Regina said I was cheering for the Browns. Good. As you see, TB12 and TB, they was already locked into the playoffs, and with them being in the playoffs already, you got a nice relaxed Sunday, hopefully. So good things cheering on the Browns, and now we just see what happens.
Yeah, I was asking about this video that you was talking about.
What about it?
What's the video? Play the video.
All right, we talking about the Browns. They want to talk about the Browns first. How you feel about the Browns win?
That's cool. We see what they do next week. But I'm just trying to figure out what's this video about because I'm intrigued.
All right, man. Let me play this video. We got this rookie over here crying about videos and stuff. Let me play it. Hold on, we'll be right back.
And this is why we talking prenuptials and shit. On the first date, I had to get my daughter something to eat before he took me out. So I was like, can you run me by the McDonald's real quick because I'm running behind, woo woo. We get to McDonald's. All she got was her classic, a milkshake, 4-piece nugget, and a small fry. When the lady at the window asked for the bread,
He's like, where's that?
yeah.
Nigga, you said run me through McDonald's real quick so we can. Yeah, nigga, you gonna pay for it.
McDonald's. I'm sorry. Okay. I think that's the
Already,
problem
that was
right
the first problem.
That ain't no problem.
At that moment,
That's your problem.
Look, and it was at that moment. Now, I had the
You
bread,
could've paid for the-
and I even asked him, did he want anything? But look, it was at that moment that I knew you were never getting this pussy.
Because he ain't paid for your daughter food.
Fuck you on the first
Okay,
date.
so honestly,
Ooh. First time I watched that, it's just weird and funny to me.
So they went to McDonald's and he didn't want to pay.
So,
I mean-
so let me give you. It was kind of quick. It was kind of quick. So for those of you that didn't catch it, guy was going out with a woman for first date. She said, "I'm running behind a little bit. Can you swing by McDonald's so we can pick up my daughter some food before we go out on our date?" So the dude did. And when they got to the drive-thru, she ordered the food or whatever, and he driving or whatever. So when the lady asked for the money, he told the girl who he's going on his first date with her daughter in the back or whatever to give me the money so I can pay for your daughter's food. You know what I'm saying? And she said from that point on, she knew he was canceled. Like, you know what I'm saying? The very first date, but she knew he was canceled because of that. So
Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic because in two ways it's interesting to me because if you're trying to date this woman and I mean her child, you're dating the child too, basically. Like you got to come in and be the stepdaddy. So probably to her it showed, he can't even pay, for a Happy Meal, and he asked me for money, but coming from the male point of view, it's like it's our first date. I'm about to probably spend buku of money when we go out to eat later. Let me see if you gonna pay for this McDonald's, or I'm gonna have to just keep coming out of pocket for a Happy Meal. But at the same time, it was a 10-piece chicken nugget. Wasn't expensive, but it's the principle. It's like are you gonna pay for this? Because later I'm probably about to spend at least $100. But can you spend $5 right now? So that's an interesting dynamic. What would you have done though?
So even if I probably would have paid for it.
Yeah.
But if you told me that story or some other friend told me that story and they was like, "No, I ain't pay for it," I also wouldn't look at you weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's insane. Like, it's not the fact that this don't have nothing to do with how expensive the meal was. Like, she tried to make it about that. This doesn't have nothing to do with whatever the case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're already going on. First off, that's bad parenting on you. Like, you going on a date or you got plans and you don't have enough time to make sure that your daughter's fed before you go on your date. That's a red flag on you in my book. You know what I'm saying? But fine. I'm going to take the initiative and we're going to go to McDonald's or whatever and we're going to get your daughter some food. But it's not especially on the first day, it's not my responsibility on the first date. And I get it. When you're dating someone, I know it's different definitions between dating and getting to know people and all this stuff. Like, but when you're dating someone or getting to know someone or going out, like I shouldn't be expected to pay for nobody else's stuff except for you. Like, I don't care if we're going on a double date. I don't care if we ran into your friends. Like, I'm not required to buy your friends drinks on our dates. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not required to do any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the first date. When I had done it, like in my past or whatever, if that situation arose, or I was like, they was like, can we grab my mom something, on the way out or something? Like, yeah, I probably would have. Like, just me. But
yeah,
if anybody else said something, I would look like, oh, no, that makes sense to me. I wouldn't pay for it either.
Yeah. See, when you said that, if y'all go out and their friends are out, you're not required to buy them a drink as well, either, right? So that brought me back to a time where it was just me and this girl's first date, but she had brought her cousin and her friend, or both of her cousins, I can't remember, but I bought her a drink, and then it was time to get her another drink, And she was like, you know, are you gonna get my cousin a drink? And I just immediately went deaf on on that end. Like, I'm here for you. I'm not about to pay for all your girlfriends because I know what type of game that is. You're not about to run that on me. So I just paid for her drink again. And, I ain't paying for the cousins. I'm not dating them. I'm dating you. And it ain't like we go together. I've been around your cousins. They cool. I'm gonna buy them a drink. It's my first time meeting them. Like,
Right.
and you wanted a shot of Patron. Like, so they gonna want a shot of Patron.
I just I like to do something out of the kindness of your heart is cool, but don't expect me, like, don't put me down as a requirement to do anything extra, especially on the first date.
Yeah.
Let me see. So Andrew said, money seems to be an important factor for some people. She's crazy to pass on a man who didn't offer to pay the McDonald's. In my opinion, she's dumb. For her daughter. Like, the dude didn't say, I'm not paying for my own daughter's McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, he a bad dad or whatever. Like, this is for her daughter. Like, pay it for your daughter. Andrew said it's not his responsibility. It's way too early for that. A man isn't an ATM. I agree wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that once again, it's not the total. It has nothing to do with the amount of money. It's the responsibility of, like, don't make me responsible for your daughter on the first date. Like, that's not fair to him. And to me personally, that makes you look, I don't want to say bad as a woman, but that makes, like, this is bad parenting to me. Regina said, okay, I agree both ways, but seriously, it was what, $3 or $4? I don't know. She seems all over the place, but if he wants to get to know her more, I say pay to see. Well, no. Like, he made his decision. And if she chose to look,
I don't care if it was $2. It was like,
right.
I don't. Okay, you asked me to run you to get your kids something to eat. Of course, I'm like, but coming from my position, if I ask, I know how much it's only going. I know it's $5. I can afford it, but you can't. You got a problem with giving me $5 when I'm about to spend $100 later? Okay, now I see you selfish as fuck, and I don't even want the pussy at this point. So.
And look. So let's play it all the way out, though.
Yeah.
So let's play it all the way out. I just want y'all to see the merch. I got to zoom out a little. So play it all the way out. She said from the point of him not buying the McDonald's for her daughter, she knew that he wasn't going to let her smash, right? She already knew this. Do you think she continued with the rest of the date? Like, do you think she still took advantage of all the other stuff that the first date came with, even though she already knew?
Hell yeah, she did. Because it ain't like she said he canceled. Like, we not kicking it. All she said, we canceled. He can't get no pussy, but he fed your ass probably a steak or some shit. I know you got him. I know you got him for that. But let's take it back to his mind. In his mind, when you said that you wasn't gonna pay for the McDonald's, he was like, wow, damn. It's really like that. But I mean, of course, guys are gonna have their guard up on the first date as far as spending money because it's always been that one time we didn't got. Like, I don't believe a man who says they never got him before. It happened one time. We learned from that experience. We never got again. So he was like, okay, all right.
I agree. Angel said, whatever. She said, as a dude, I'll be turned off. She wasn't ready. Look, I'm terrible with time, and I get it. Sometimes you run over or you run late or whatever the case is. But I'm just responsible for me. But so you telling me that if I had a kid, or I'm telling you that if I had a kid or some other if I was taking care of an elderly parent, that I wouldn't have all this stuff set up and ready to go on my date before saying, hey, I'm running late. Can we get food? Like,
yeah,
certain stuff happen, right?
Yeah, but obviously she's a single mother, right?
I'm assuming, yeah.
But I'm saying she's thinking with a single mother mentality at that point. So she was probably like, damn, it was a busy day. I wasn't able to feed my daughter, but I got him coming through. Let's get my daughter some McDonald's, and then we can go kick it. But I guess the money, just because he didn't want to pay the money, she felt like he was was the shit for that. So
But you can say that though. You can be an adult and be like, "Hey, I'm running behind. Like, why don't we move it back 30 minutes? I gotta make my daughter some food, or I gotta go get her some food, or whatever the case is." Like, don't put that pressure on the guy. Like, that's not fair to put that pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? And me and you both have experienced women doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like put the angst on you. So then if you say no, I'm not getting your daughter some food. Now you the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, they can tell their friends or whatever. And now you look funny. Like now you look like the cheap guy because you didn't want to spend $5 on a kid's meal to take to the daughter or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, if I was in that position, I would have been like, all right, it's $5. But then my eyes would have been way open. And just
Exactly.
watching, just see if that number go up and up and up. And then I say no, then what?
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. It's early, and I'm a nice guy or whatever. I would have paid for it. I'll pay for parents' food before dates before. You know what I'm saying?
Parents' food.
Yeah, like the same situation. Same situation, and you know, like McDonald's or some shit. I don't know, but I've done it before, and I don't have no problem with it. But that the rest of that night and going forward, my eyebrows are on full alert for every single thing. Like, don't think I'm about to just buy your parents' food all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think that that's what this is. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kind and all that stuff, but don't never mistake it for a weakness.
Yeah, I had this one who parents asked, you know, did I have any weed that I could sell them? First of all, I'm not a drug dealer, so no. Second of all, I don't do drugs, so you know.
So.
But now, if I did, would I have sold it to him? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, but you know, but that, you know, I've been on a few dates with that person, so it was like, you know, that's cool. I'm not really tripping, but a first date, I don't know. Like, you got to think, you don't know these people, like, you don't know her, so of course you're gonna have your guard up, you know. And probably he could have been let's say he was a very successful person, a very successful man, right? So of course he's gonna have his guard up, you know, because he probably feel like women want him for his money. So of course he's gonna say no. Now he testing you just to see how you gonna act, just because he didn't want to spend $5.
Right, you gonna flip out like this fool? Even if he wasn't, I've been a poor guy now. Like, nigga, all my little beans count.
Yeah.
And so, do I really got it to spend $8 on the value meal for your mom? No. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking big picture, lofty goals. Cool, I'll do it or whatever. But don't think that this is about to be a everyday occurrence. Don't think that on the way back home we got to get her more food or something. Nah. Nah, that's not how it works.
No, it's not gonna happen. Like, I don't see. I can't say anybody's wrong, but I can say that.
No, she's wrong.
I can see that she's more wrong, in my opinion. You know?
She's definitely wrong. I can't give her no. For her look.
If she would have went home right after that and said it's over with, cool, okay, I respect that. But you didn't. Now that further lets me know that you had a hand out. You like just look at celebrity relationships. A celebrity dates another celebrity. Why is that? Because they got their own money, right? They mess with a regular person, they always got to keep their guard up because that person's gonna have their hand out. Can I get this? Can I get that? Because they know you got it. You know, just because you got money don't mean you trying to spend it all like that on and support a whole another person. But you could be with somebody who can support themselves. It's a different dynamic. That's what most men are looking for anyway. A woman who can support themselves without me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be independent, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I know what you're gonna say, especially on the first date we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's not lose sight of that. This not your this ain't my 10th time meeting the parents, and then you're like, oh, we about to go out on your way. Do you mind stopping? You know, we're talking about first date activities. It's way different.
Yeah. Yeah, man, she crazy.
Let me see. Virginia said, "Oh, I agree. I wouldn't even want to go out with her at that point. I agree with you. She still took him for dinner. She took what she could get, of course, and then she still didn't let him smash that. Whether that night or whatever, like she already made up in her mind. So for her to go through It's just not a fair thing. Andrew said it is rude though. What if he had reservations? Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. I agree that when you know that you got plans, especially with somebody that you know, like an actual date, like an actual be ready at 8, I'm gonna pick you up, we're gonna go do some stuff. I agree with you. For her to not be ready, that is rude and inconsiderate of time and stuff. And yeah, he might have had reservations or stuff might have been time sensitive or whatever the case is. Um, you know, but like I said, stuff happens, you know, and some stuff can be excusable, but the way she was talking, it wasn't like she was remorseful for running later or any of that stuff. She was just mad that the nigga ain't want to pay $4 or $5 for her daughter's meal, which is absurd. She a
Right.
crazy person.
So, but think about it like this. So, all it took was a Happy Meal to get the pussy. Like, I know I'm cool. You know, I'll keep it moving to the next. It's not. No.
It's out there, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Regina said, "Okay, I'm a single mom, and I was always around 30, 40 minutes ready early. I value other people's time. Yep. Black people don't, though. Like, just in general, not all of them, of course, but generally, black people they cut it a little bit closer than that, or right on time. I know I'm more of like a right on time, 5 minute late type person, typically. You know what I'm saying?
What? Hold on. You say you a 5 minute late type of person?
Yeah, for just
For
in
what?
general, for everything, just in general, for everything.
I'll say 15. Make it an even 30.
For what? It depends on what it is. I'm speaking about in general. It just depends on what it is.
Well, if we talk about general things, we can round it to 30 minutes because
No, hell no. I'm not generally 30 minutes late in and out. I have a couple right on time, a couple 5 minutes, and I have a couple long ones. But typically, I'm a 5, maybe 10 minute late person. I know. We got to stop and get a whole meal before we can do something late. So I ain't that late. Angel said, I guess he's looking for a good man or a provider, but that's early. Come on, carry your weight, take care of your kid, and be ready. Or it's kind of sloppy and not cute. I agree. Like that's what it comes down to. Like you want somebody to help you out and to be a provider or a partner. That's cool. But that still don't mean that you can just ignore the stuff that you have to do yourself.
exactly, you're a mother first, but you worrying about going on a date with a nigga so you can get something to eat. that's all that was.
Angel said,
Wow.
as people should, some people don't know. You're right. Let me see. Regina said, see, I had a first date. I was doubling with my best friend and her boyfriend. We were going to the movies. They bought their tickets, and then her boyfriend said, "Oh, he forgot his wallet. You need to pick his." Okay, I did, like you said, alert. Wait a minute. So he forgot his wallet and he asked her to pick up the tab, or did they ask you and your boyfriend, Regina, to pick up the tab? She said, okay, I did, like you said, alert. Well, his ass did this to me 3 or 4 more times. I was young and didn't know to speak up for myself. So next move, I said 1 ticket and bought my own. Oh, okay, I see. So you was double dating, and the guy's like, oh, I forgot my wallet 3 or 4 times. Regina, it took you 3 or 4 times. See, that's how I know that you're a woman or something like this.
Oh, that's crazy.
I
Like that's really crazy. Like I know somebody. They
3 or
didn't
4 times.
look. I know somebody. They didn't even know. Like they didn't even know these people. They was on vacation, and they were like, you know, that their room neighbors or whatever. But they became cool. They was at the pool, whatever. So one night, the person I know, they ordered some food. So she ordered some food. Because I guess dude said he ain't had the money. Could we'll give you all the money later, right? of course, the money never came, right? So I guess they were at the bar, and dude went to the ATM, and it was a stack of money in the ATM, like just sitting there, right? So dude grabbed a stack of money, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pay you back for the the food that you bought." He just put the money in his pocket, and it was a lot of money, like at least $500-$600 in. It's like that. I mean, but that's how some people try to play you.
I went out with a chick 3 times, I think, and the first time I think we went to the movies or something, and it was cool. I think it might have been the first date or something. I think I'm pretty sure I paid. And then like the second time I told the story. We went to a Mexican restaurant, and I made her pay for all her condiments and shit. Like I already told that story. And then I want to say like the third time, or that might have been before. I don't remember how it lined up, but we went to the movies again, and it was like a movie she wanted to see, a movie I didn't care about. So we got there, and we were going to buy the tickets or whatever. And she's like, so we talking to the person behind the window, and they're like, she's like, how much is it for the, I don't know, the 3D or the they got like the different, you got the regular standard, then you got like the 3D, then you got like the Epcot Center or whatever with a screen bigger or surround screen or whatever. Like it's supposed to be something like something extra movie tier wise. And she's like, oh yeah, we getting that one. Like about this ass stuff. So I went for I did what Regina did finally. Like, well, let me get one for this movie that I don't want to see, and this upgrade that I also don't want, but I'm only paying for my ticket. And of course she was pissed, but was she pissed enough to say, well, I don't want to see the movie then? No, of course not. She went through with it, and of course she wanted snacks and shit, because they're trying to take you up top for everything.
And those be the ones that you don't end up staying with just because of those factors. I mean, it's like
simple shit. Simple.
Man.
Andrew said he's late more. I said I'm averaging
like
down.
Shit. Yeah, she knows it's true. Like you can't you can't cap for people who know you. Like
look, I never said I was early. I said
But you said 5 minutes now. 5 minutes
I'm averaging 5 to 10.
Shit.
Averaging. How late was you for the show?
I wasn't late. Oh, all right. So I said 15 is your average late. You hit me up like, hey, be ready at 4:30. I look at my phone, 4:30. Nothing happened. You hit me up at 4:40. I got back to you at 4:42. I went on the link immediately. What did it say? I had to download the shit in order for the show to work.
Why you wasn't ready though? Why you ain't no rookie? You had to log in. You know how updates work.
Yeah, so what was I supposed to do? I had to wait till the shit was. I had to update my whole iOS.
Rookie excuse. You Dwayne Haskins out here, man. Rookie excuses.
And then I was ready, and then what happened?
Rookie. You was playing video games like a rookie.
Yeah, because I'm ready to go.
Rookie.
Somebody else ain't ready to go. I don't see no Brick Raw. He ain't. See no Brick Raw behind him. No.
Brian.
I don't see nothing.
Brian. Erica, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Welcome back.
We got a top fan in the building. Top fans are most definitely appreciated. Thank you for tuning in.
Regina said, hey, I'm a super nice person, but I was super naive. Man, you was super something for sure. 3 or 4 times, Regina, that's a bit much.
Street smart having street smarts is a big thing, a real big thing, because a lot of people can get manipulated and played, not knowing that somebody is trying to play them. I mean, it's a difference between, hey, I got you, you don't got it, then the 4 times later,
I left my wallet again. I can't believe I done this. Yeah. I switch pants 2 times a day, and I keep forgetting my wallet. That's where they get absurd.
Yeah, the first time, cool. After that, But sometimes it ain't only be the first time, just just the way you might, approach the situation when you come to me.
For me, you can get it off the first time, but just know that my incentives are up and you about to be canceled. Like you on thin ice for sure. Demeter joined us. Thanks for joining us, Demeter.
What's up?
Regina said now he added 10. Look, I'll be late, is what I'm saying. Regina, you're a single mom and you still be 30, 45 minutes early. I'm calling it a white thing. And not only that, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. And I'm slowly dragging Angel Jones, so she'll be late soon. One of these days. Erica, you said, what's the topic? So we have played this video of this lady.
Play it again. It's a short video. Like
it was a video of the lady being fucking absurd. We were talking about how crazy she is for expecting this. Erica said, we always late. Look, we'll take it. When we get, look, the party don't start till we get there, so it don't even matter. We late, but the party ain't started anyway. So
see, I agree. You can be late, late to a party. I mean, it's not really imperative for you to be there when it starts, but like some things you got to be on time for.
It all depends. Andrew said it's stressing me to be late. It does, but how many times have I also calmed you? Because at the end of the day, none of this shit really matters. It don't really matter at the end of the day. Like, be honest with yourself. Being on time is great. Being early is even better. It feels good, but at the same time, when you're late, it doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day. It just don't.
Look, for a meeting, come there early.
It depends on what it is. But a lot of stuff that people stress out about being on time about, it doesn't really matter.
But sometimes it do. Like time is a very precious thing to me. So if I got something to do after this meeting, and okay, for example, let's say if you got after the show, hypothetically, let's say you had to work. And let's say you had to work at 11, but the fucking show didn't start till 10:15. Then that's gonna make you late for work because the show started later, so you had to do the show. You didn't have time to leave. You got to prep time to leave in order to get to work at 11.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So that throws everything off.
Oh, of course. I don't mean it matters for nothing, but I'm saying the majority of stuff that people stress out about time-wise, it's not crucial.
Like what? Like I need something because time is very important to me.
If we getting together for the holidays, niggas like dinner start at 7.
Yeah.
Like get there. You get there at 7:30. Everybody be like, "Oh, nigga, we couldn't eat because you supposed to be there at 7." Like you just get there. You get there, and it's family, and niggas gonna be eating. Niggas gonna be eating before 7 if the food ready. Chances are the food won't be ready anyway. So you eat whenever you eat anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like but people be stressing about certain stuff, and sometimes you be like, what time we got to be there? It really doesn't matter. Like the food won't be ready anyway. Like, so of course, business stuff, professional stuff, you want to be on time. Dates and stuff like that, of course. But look, we got enough stress in this world to deal with that we don't have to stress over every single thing, especially about time. That's all I'm saying. Erica said, "Yeah, stop stressing about being late, but I do try to be on time." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You make your valiant effort, but to stress about it, man, we got so much other shit to worry about. Ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, as long as you're not holding somebody else up from doing something, it's fine.
Nah, being on time proves how much you care about something. So if you late consistently, that means you don't really care about whatever you're consistently not showing up on time for. Because if you look, if you had to be, I don't know, if it was if somebody said you got to be here on time to receive this $2,000 stimulus check, you're gonna be there on time. But you gonna make sure that you gotta make sure you get your money because you don't want to miss out on that.
Right.
But let's say if you go into a bush, a crap-ola job, and you don't like being there, then of course you're gonna drag out of bed, take a shower, brush your teeth, eat some breakfast. You're just gonna go all slow. You're not gonna care.
but no, I agree with you to a certain extent, and Angel said that she agreed with you too. But at the same, Angel said she agreed with you, Byron, and I'm agreeing with Erica that that's a bad example because if they said, all right, you get paid on Fridays, right? Every Friday, you pick up your check on Friday. Niggas not gonna be lining up at 7 a.m. Friday to pick up the same check every single time, even though it's money, just like a stimulus check or whatever. The stimulus, that's a one-off thing. That's a bad example. Because you telling me, I mean, so the example I just said, if they say come pick up your paycheck Friday, everybody ain't gonna be there at 7 a.m. on Friday to get their paycheck. Niggas gonna get there at noon. People gonna get there at 3. People gonna be there right before they close at 8 o'clock.
It's not a time restraint though. That's the thing.
But
Erica said it's a bad example, but it's a perfect example because it's showing that you have to be on time to receive something. If you're not on time, you don't receive it. You don't got to be on time to pick your paycheck. You go in when you feel like getting up and going. You just go. You get it. You can even wait till the next day because it's not imperative to get it, but it'll be imperative for you to receive this $2,000. Now, let's say you had to receive this $2,000 every week, but you had to be there. You had to be there before 7 a.m. What you gonna do? It ain't like you come Saturday and pick up that $2,000 check. No, you're gonna be on time to get your money because you care about that money. Like you might not care because that check is not going nowhere for me. I can go the next day. I don't come in on Monday. I'm good. My bank account good. I'll go and get it on Monday.
That's fine. All right. So my example was bad in that aspect. Fine, I give you that. But still, I'm sticking to my guns that some of the shit that's stressed, some of the stuff that's stressed out about, especially time wise, is not worth the stress that people are giving to it. I'm not saying that everything, and I'm saying that meetings and stuff, of course, even to a lesser extent, that just because you late don't mean that you don't care about something. And we talked about earlier about shit happens or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? But when you consistent, I don't think one necessarily have to be a correlation for the other. Like you can draw that line, of course. So you can say if you care, you'll be on time. But that's not necessarily the only way to go, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's other ways. It's more than one way to skin a cat, is all I'm saying. All right, let me play this video for Erica just so you can see what the original topic was, and we'll be right back.
And this is why we talking prenuptials and shit. On the first date, I had to get my daughter something to eat before he took me out. So I was like, can you run me by the McDonald's real quick because I'm running behind, woo woo. We get to McDonald's. All she got was her classic, a milkshake, 4-piece nugget, and a small fry. When the lady at the window asked for the bread,
he's like, where's that?
Yeah.
Nigga, you said run me through McDonald's real quick so we can, nigga, you gonna pay for it.
I'm sorry. Okay. I think that's the
Already,
right
that was
now.
the first problem.
That ain't no problem.
At that moment.
That's your problem.
Look, and it was at that moment. Now, I had the
You
bread.
could've paid for the-
And I even asked him, did he want anything? But look, it was at that moment that I knew you were never getting this pussy.
Because he ain't paid for your daughter food?
Fuck you on the first
Okay,
date.
so honestly,
So crazy to me. Every time I watch that, it's just weird.
But you see the dude face. It was like, where the money at? Like you asked me to run you up here to McDonald's, and hey, is that look like Lamar Odom old girl? That ain't her, is it?
I don't know these young women.
I don't know if it's her or not. But if it is her, then I see the type of guys that she like to go for. If it is her, I don't think it was her, but
So Erica, let me ask you because I think you were the latest one to join. I mean, what are your thoughts? First date, you going out on your first date, guy picking you up. You got to pick up some food for your daughter. You ask him to swing you by McDonald's when it comes time to pay for your food. He look at you for the money for the food for your daughter. Like he didn't order nothing, just your daughter ordered. He looking for the money from you. She found fault with that. Let me see. Your mom said, just be on time. People think it's really okay to be fashionably late, even to get to work. I agree with that. Getting to work, you should be on time. You should be on time for everything. Ultimately, I agree. I do agree with that. I'm not saying I'm right for being late, but I'm saying that the stress of being early or whatever is not worth it sometimes. But if you just be on time, like I feel like that'll solve most of the issues. And fashionably late is not a thing. You just a dick for that, for saying that, like using that as a real excuse. That's not a real thing.
It don't take that long to get dressed.
Yeah, put your clothes on. So it's fine.
But like, but I, you know, in certain cultures, I don't even want to say certain culture. I want to say the black culture for a get together being late is just the thing.
Some
Like,
part of it is
no one is gonna be on time.
Man,
You know.
dude. She ain't on here, so I'm gonna put her business out there. This is what my grandmother do when she used to. My grandmother used to do like preach her sermons. If you didn't come to like the church when she was preaching that Sunday, she would just like talk about you and stuff. So that's what and my sister had New Year's dinner this year. Dinner was supposed to be at 7. At 7, nigga, she was still outsourcing food. Like she was still like, oh, can you throw this in the oven for me? Or like, can you bring this over in 15 minutes or whatever? Like this was at 7. You know what I'm saying? She had other people's house still cooking, like finishing up the dinner at 7. That dinner is supposed to start at 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just being late is part of the culture, man. You know, like people. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Like that's stuff that you shouldn't stress about. Like you get there when you get there, and like no one's going to even bat an eye. Like, oh man, you late? Like, am I? I don't know. And then you just keep going, like it didn't even happen.
Hey, one year I told my mother-in-law, I'm like, yeah, you know, when I come in and I'm ready to eat. It's Thanksgiving Day. I haven't ate all day, and the food not ready. Like I need the food ready. So ever since then, she was like, yeah, I gotta have the food ready when you come over here now.
It's your mother-in-law.
Yeah, every time you come over here, the food gotta be done.
See,
and it is every time I come over now. Like I don't.
People, look, that's a group of people that don't like to be late inherently already. So now that they know that they on now that they know that the pressure is on, then that shit gonna be ready every time you get there.
Look, I mean that's the only day where I want the food to be ready when I come in the door because I'm starving that day. Every day I'm starving. You don't eat breakfast because you know it's gonna be a big meal.
Day where niggas, like nobody eats.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner. That's funny. So let me see. So Erica said he should not have to pay for a child's meal on the first date.
I agree.
That's where we started and ended. She said,
but you could have just because if you ain't care. But like we said earlier, your eyebrows are now raised.
What she said though, she didn't say that he couldn't. He said he should not have to. Like he should not be required to pay.
Yeah.
Which is all I'm saying. Like I said, if it was me in that situation, I definitely would have did it. But he shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. No guy should be required on the first date to
pay for anything.
Anybody else is stuff for hers. He might not even be required to pay for hers. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or nobody else's but hers.
See, just thinking of it like this. Okay, when you go to the movies, okay, you know it's expensive just for the ticket alone, right? I want to know what women out there is going to the movies by themselves, buying a movie ticket, buying the popcorn, buying the $5 candies, buying a pretzel. All this, I say it's very few, but when you're on a date, you just feel inclined to ask for all this stuff.
Look,
I'm just saying, it don't make sense to me.
And I before I read Erica's comment, I don't know many women that have or do go to, especially like a movie by themselves. I went to plenty. I had a stretch where I was going like every week when I was working at Burger King. And remember at the time at Severance, the movie theater was on the other side. I get paid like that Friday. I go see a movie by myself. One time I watched The Scorpion King 3 times in a row. So I ain't really had shit to do, and Scorpion, it was a solid movie at the time I was a kid. So I don't know, and I did the works. Actually, it was went to Walmart and got candy, went to the movies, and had a grand old time by myself. I don't know many women going on like solo dates like that where they do the full works or whatever. So I'll be interested to hear that as well. Let me see. But Erica said, what happened to having fun on dates, enjoying one another on dates? Angel co-signed and said yes. And then Angel also said that means she cares about you. I think she's talking about your mother-in-law, which is great. Which is great. But back to Erica comments. She said, "What happened to having fun on dates and enjoying one another on dates?" So I ain't gonna lie. The 2020 dynamic. I don't remember dating like I don't remember like going out and having a good time like as a like a more traditional type date or whatever. Um, it's been like damn near a full year since any of that stuff has happened. Um, but do you just mean like just enjoying each other's company? I don't know. I don't know where that went.
I don't know where it went either. I mean, chivalry died. You know, being nice and all that type of stuff. Because you be nice, and uh, I don't know. Over the years, you've been perceived as soft, or I can get him to do this and that and that, and that's when chivalry just died. Like we don't even want to be nice no more because you feel like you're being taken advantage of. Like he did, he could have been nice and bought the little Happy Meal, but he probably felt like he would be taken advantage of.
And I don't even know if it come down to chivalry. It might, but I don't even know if it come down to that. I just know that, like, I'm trying to think of how to say this without getting either one of us in trouble. Like, just like the enjoyment of like the time that you spend with the other person, like with your partner, your wife, or your girlfriend, or the person you dating or whatever. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to say it without getting nobody in trouble, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But the enjoyment of getting to know someone or spending quality time with someone. I don't know, Erica. I'm with you. Like I don't know what happened. Like I don't know when it became more about um, women trying to get over or guys trying to get over for that matter too. I'm sure it happens both ways. Um, when it's been like when it became like a competition to get more or to get the most or like the goal is to have sex with a woman, so I got to do whatever I got to do to get to that point, and her goal is get everything she can without having sex with the guy. Like I like that ladder. Like I don't know where that came from. Or I'm sorry, where that like right where that came from. Where like the actual just enjoyment of spending time where that went. Like I have no idea.
Hey, but I mean, it depends on the people, because you might get one person on this side who really wants to get to know that person, and invite, and a person on this side who really wants to get that person. But it's not always like that. Some people have different intentions. Like you said, a man, he may just want to have sex with her, so he just spend all this money because that she like that shit. But then you have a woman who, is seeing this guy trying to spend all his money, and she immediately becomes unattracted to him because you don't know me, and why are you spending all this money on me? I met those type, like, oh, he for our first date, he sent flowers, and then he sent a limo. I'm like, well, you don't even know me. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, nah. Those things come later once you really have an affinity for someone and you really love someone. But the first date,
And to
no.
your point, not even love. Like sometimes it's just like you kind of get into a loop of stuff that you feel like that person likes, right? So you might have a person who you know might like who you might think like massages or whatever. They like to go get massage or their feet rubbed or something. They might not actually like that stuff. They might have talked about it with their friends or made a joke about it or a post on Instagram or something. Like, but they might not actually enjoy that stuff. So you take them to the max. Like maybe they don't like that much attention of a limo. Like maybe they don't like that stuff. Like so earlier, like that's how that. But that's stuff that comes with getting to know whoever it is that you're talking to, like spending time and actually taking an interest into the person instead of just doing the most because you can do the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think
Yeah.
you like people can get into that loop of, well, I got the money. I feel like she should be treated this way, so I'm just gonna do it. Like, but you don't know that person. You know what I'm saying? So notice, I just want to preface this by to all the people that that's joining us and seen the video. And so we like that was a first date scenario. Like once again, like we're not talking about date 10 or we've been talking for 6 months and I kind of know your daughter. We didn't spend time or you know, I noticed it, you know, I know everything that you got going on. Like we're talking about first date, like just meeting somebody scenarios.
Yeah.
So your mom said now on the video she should pay for her daughter's meal. He could have offered, but she should have used her time wisely. Absolutely, that's another thing. So that's kind of how we got into the time situation. But she should have used her time more wisely if she knew she was going out on a date. And just because she didn't, you kind of put him in a situation where what if he said no? Like what if he said no, I don't want to swing by McDonald's at all. We got reservations. I don't want to swing by McDonald's because we got reservations already. So is he at fault? Because like, oh, how dare you deny feeding my daughter, like giving my daughter some food, but you want to take me out on a date? Like, but that's your daughter. That's your responsibility. Why am I responsible for her like getting to food?
Right.
Or why you didn't cook earlier or whatever the case is, because you knew that we had stuff going on.
Right. And just to bring it back to, like you said, oh, you know, she may not like massages or whatever. Like, she may not like Italian food or something. So maybe maybe she don't want to go to a white tablecloth Italian meal. Maybe she just want to go get ice cream and chill. But that comes with actually talking to that person, finding out what they like. You know, I remember, I like, yeah, I'm gonna take you on a date, whatever. And they be like, where we going? And I say, I don't know. I got to talk to you more to figure that out.
I got a perfect example of this girl I was trying to talk to, and so weird, man. Because everything I would say, I'm like, oh, so like tell me what you like, so I can plan a date. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Like, tell me something about yourself. Give me some kind of information, right? I'm like, do you like French? Like, it got to the point where I was like, do you like French fries? Like, shit, like, give me something. Like, give me something so I know how to plan a date. She's like, oh, well, you just got to talk to me and find that stuff out. I'm like, what do you think we're doing? Like, we're on the phone, and I'm trying to find out what interests do you have? Like, what are your background? Are you Italian? Do you like Italian food? Like whatever the case is, like, it got, like I said, it got all the way to the point. I'm like, well, shit, do you like French fries? Like, we could just go get French fries. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like? And it's like, oh, you just got to talk to me to find out. I don't like just telling that information.
Man, I would have been like, I'm gonna call you back.
Like, it was the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Like, I'm like, well, are you allergic to seafood? This is like, don't tell me that I should plan a date and then I plan a date to Olive Garden and then you're like, oh, I can't eat nothing here. Or I'm sorry, Red Lobster because I'm allergic to seafood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the most weird interaction I've ever had with somebody. And clearly it didn't go far or go anywhere for that matter. Because like you're asking for the conversation. I'm giving you the conversation. Yeah, you're not giving me anything back. And we're just talking about stuff that you like or that stuff that you're allergic to. So I know how to plan a date. Like, don't tell me to plan a date. I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the weirdest interaction with a woman I think I've ever had, like, for real.
And I bet she's still single to this day.
I'm 1,000%. I have no actual recollection. I have no actual knowledge of that, but I'm 1,000%, 100,000% sure. Let me see. Erica said, I used to tell my sisters to stop treating dates like interviews and just to have fun.
That is true. Because you talk to somebody and they say something that you ask them a question, like let's say, for example, I know for you, like, you don't like a smoker, right? And so let's say you never knew that this person smoked, but you really like this person, but you're on that first date and you ask them, do they smoke? You immediately turned off for the rest of the date.
This is true.
Because now you're fishing. Like, you're not gonna find that perfect person. It's gonna be something that you don't like. It's either you can get over it or you can't.
Look, and I agree with that. And if I never asked that question up until the first date, shame on me. First of all, right? If it's something I feel that strongly about, and I waited all the way until the first day to ask, so shame on me. And then secondly, that's not on her. Like that's on me to be like, I can deal with this, or I like her enough, or whatever the case is, or I can deal with it, or I can't deal with it, and then we just go from there. Like, but that's not on her. Like she didn't hide it from me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't ask about it, and you know, we try to have smokers be like, oh, I gotta go get me a pack of cigarettes or something. I'm like, oh man, well this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me.
The tall or the shorts? Oh man, horrible.
Give me a pack of Kings or something. You got nicknames? Oh no, this is definitely not gonna work. but yeah, man, I mean, it's been like a long. I don't know, man, because you know, dating apps and social media and all this stuff kind of like the dating scenes is like ain't the same as like let's say when we was in high school or just after high school or something where you actually still had to go out. Like the phone call could only go so much. Like now you can find out information from people's social media, you know what I'm saying, find out likes and dislikes and stuff. You know, musical playlists and all. Like you can find out all this information online without actually having to have a conversation about it all. Where 10 years ago or whatever, you still had to actually go out. You know what I'm saying? Like phone call could only go so far before you actually had to go and be in front of a person's face to see the visual of them. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you know. I don't know that they eat a certain way or that they don't eat a certain way or how they react in public. But now everybody posting videos of themselves and interactions with themselves and family and stuff, and you can find out so much information without actually having to go in there. So I think to Erica's question or point, I think that's kind of what kind of killed like the dating scene is that there's so much information you can find online without even having to go on a date.
No, but even that, you made a great point about it's only so far a conversation on the phone or messaging somebody back and forth can go, because now we're on an age where you got your Tinders and your Hinges and all that type of stuff. You on that where you texted somebody back and forth. Y'all go on that date and the whole vibe is off because all y'all did was message. Like y'all can't even really vibe. That vibe ain't even there because y'all don't even know how to communicate, verbally. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the young ladies that I dated that I like really, had a I don't want to say a connection, but I want to say like we vibe, really good was the ones that I met in person. You know what I'm saying? The ones that I did that internet dating. I don't, it was like, it was different, man. I don't know.
Man, like Rob just said, and Malcolm, thanks for joining me. I ain't talked to Malcolm in a minute, man. I hope all well. I hope you're having a good 2021 so far. Like Rob said, people are so social media that they are unsociable. I remember in high school, my senior year of high school, I had a teacher who used to say all the time, because this is before even like Bluetooth or whatever, but everybody had like the headphone that you wearing, and everybody walking around in the hallways of high school without talking to each other. Everybody playing music or whatever, listening to whatever they listen to. And he was like, man, like everybody got their heads down. And, it's an old teacher, so you ain't paying attention, but you kind of paying attention or whatever. Like, man, like in a minute, like no one's gonna know how to talk to nobody. Like everybody listening to music, no one's being sociable in the hallway.
Yeah.
I get it. It's high school. You got 4 minutes or 5 minutes or something to get to class, get to your locker, get to class, blah, blah, blah. Like nobody's been social. And we've talked about this before, how like guys, and I guess women to that extent too, but like I just know from a guy standpoint, like dudes have no idea how to talk to women. Like I'm like, are you insane?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think that's okay to say to a woman?
Man.
Like, I don't understand none of your thought process. Even the music today, like, y'all talk to women like this? Like, what are y'all thinking? Like, I don't understand anything that y'all have going on right now.
Yeah.
And and I think that's just man, I think it's all compound into that social media, the internet is making it like I don't even know how guys go to interviews these days or people go to interviews and have a face to face interview with a job like you don't have no experience talking to people like
Yeah.
man, like
Like,
everything is weird. You know what I'm
man, but look though, like, how you heard of that new Clubhouse social media thing?
Ebony was telling me something about it. I've never joined it, but Ebony was
So
telling me something about it.
yeah, so look, it's your picture, right? But it's all these people in a virtual room, and they all having a conversation. Like you're actually talking instead of tweeting. You know, Twitter, you tweeting, whatever. But everybody's in a room having a conversation.
There's 1,000 voices all at
But
one time. Everybody just
yeah, but it's just like your picture. So everybody be having a conversation. You know, people talking and other people be talking over them sometimes. And you got to be quiet. You know, mute your mic, whatever. That's still not like people want those interactions because you need them. It's very it stood out a lot since the pandemic started because nobody really been having social interaction. People have been committing suicide and stuff like that, just being lonely. You know what I'm saying? But now somebody invented the Clubhouse so people can talk, but you still not getting that face to face expression. You know, you just answer. It's like I can call somebody on the phone for this.
Right. It's still even this, right? So we've done interviews through this. This is still no substitute for having B dot right here doing the interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a certain, and not even talking about the software matching up and everybody wearing headphones so there's no feedback. Not even talking about the technology part of it. We're talking about just the human interaction part of it. That the internet, although a blessing, through times like this, we're able to still do a show and we're able to do interviews and stuff. Although it does have its uses, it's still a completely separation from having actual human interaction with another human. Like people just don't have that skill. They just don't have that skill right now. I didn't want to say for whatever reason. It's the internet. As much of a blessing as it is also a curse. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah, sometimes I don't feel like talking to people. Like,
no,
but that's cool. That's cool.
And that's why they have different stuff. Like, but you have a background in which you are able to go and have a conversation with somebody about business, or able to have a conversation with someone about whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is. Like, but having the ability to do something, just because you might not enjoy it. You might not enjoy being a boss and firing people or whatever and having face-to-face confrontations. But that don't mean that you don't have the ability to do so. That's what I mean. Just having the ability. People don't even have the ability now.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Let me see. Erica said, I got something in my eye. Erica said, she said, no, don't go on dates talking about how much money you make. Start listing. Hold on. Sorry. Start listing your schooling and credentials. It scares people sometimes, bores people right up front. Yeah, Erica, I agree with that completely. I hope you're still in here. I agree with that completely. Sometimes it comes down to just, just being a person, having a natural conversation and let that stuff come up naturally. It comes off as braggadocious when you're like, oh, I went to Harvard and I had a whatever. And, I got the new Tesla because of like all this stuff. Like if you're smart or whatever you want to call it, let it come up naturally. And I think that all comes back to like learning or knowing conversation with somebody, like how to have a natural conversation where you're not forcing like, oh, look at me, look what I got, because that's what social media does. It makes you want to put all your accolades out front, like, oh, look how interesting I am, look what I can do, look at what all the stuff that I did, look at the places I've traveled to. Like when you can just say, oh, I travel sometimes. Oh, you like to travel? I like to travel. Where have you been? Oh, I've been to these places. You ever been out of the country? Oh, I've been to Jamaica and I've been to Germany and blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's cool. I never been out of the country, but I want to like a natural conversation instead of saying like, oh, look what I did. I did this. Look at me. I did this. I got this too. I agree with you. I just think that comes from a social media mind state that people just have these days.
Just, I don't know, just trying to be popular or something. I don't know.
It's social media,
You
man.
know, it's cool to share a little bit what you do, but man, I don't like nobody knowing nothing
Yeah,
too much unless I tell you face to face. So I know, so I know who know about it or whatever.
if we didn't do this, I probably wouldn't have one for real.
Yeah, I've been wanting to delete my Facebook for a long time,
Yeah,
but you can't, you know, because of the business page, you know.
And it does have its benefits, but if we didn't do this, I probably wouldn't have. I would be very diminished on social media.
Yeah.
Andrew said, that's why it's so easy to cheat or hook up. Connections can be made fast and easy. Yeah. To an extent, I agree with that, Angel.
Still weird.
Yeah, I guess cheating. I guess cheating and hooking up, but like finding something substantial that is also difficult to find something of substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can get the connections to people, but sorting through all of those, you know, people just looking to hook up or cheat, that also makes it difficult. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a double-edged sword. Like I said, so I'm not just knocking down technology because it is a blessing and it's a curse at the same time.
Yeah.
So easier to cheat and hook up? Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're not wrong about that. Angel said it sounds like an old party line on landline before chat rooms. I remember those from 90th. Was
the Raven.
Mark down the street. You know, remember Mark and Trayvon and what's the little sister name? I can't remember her name. They stayed across from like Carmita and them. But anyway, he put me on. You know, he was older cat. He put me on. Yeah, that's kind of what it's right. It's the same thing. We're like, it's just voices. Like, you don't know what these people look like. He's just going off a voice. Like, hey, let's talk. I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's exchange numbers and you just go from there. That's exactly what that sounded like to me. What you were saying. It's just you got your picture with it, but people take good pictures. That don't mean you look good or, you know, whatever the case is. It's a nice picture. Erica says some people are socially awkward. You're right about that. And if you don't practice on things that's awkward, like if you're an awkward dancer and then you practice dancing, you become a better dancer. Now you're not so awkward. But if you don't practice that face-to-face interaction, you know, what are you going to do? Why are you looking at the camera like that? It's a weirdo. Now you're socially awkward.
Oh shit! I froze. Like it froze. You ain't see me moving. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Erica said, but going through this pandemic, I don't take being social for granted. I miss going out and being around people.
True, very true. I don't even like that shit, but I was missing it. I was missing it for a minute, but then once I got enough of it, it was like, cool, that's fine.
I miss it until I remember that I didn't do it before. Like, so I miss it, like thinking about it, like, man, going to a bar would be cool. And like, then I actually go to a bar. I'm like, nigga, I don't go to bars. Like,
right.
Like, I'm ready to leave. Like,
right.
now. Like, I don't even know why I'm here. I should have called in my food. Like, I don't know why I sat down. Like, I don't go to bars. You know what I'm saying? But initially, I think about it, like, man, it'd be cool to go to X restaurant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't been to like a sit-down restaurant in a while. It'd be cool to go to so-and-so. And I get there, I'm like, like, this is cool. Like, I could
at the house.
I could have been at the house eating with no shirt on or something. Like, more comfortable. Like, what's more comfortable than that?
Yeah, man. Like, the pandemic was. I'm sorry, but the pandemic was perfect for me because I mean, I stay in the house anyway.
Yeah,
but I just need to have that uncomfortable social outing, you know, to remind me to stay in. Because if you in too long, it feel like you in jail or some shit.
That's true. Because even now, when I go to the grocery store, it'd be like 7 a.m. We know people in there. You know what I'm saying? Or I do curbside pickup at whatever store. You know what I'm saying? So it don't. So I'm agreeing with you. And then, like I said, all it takes is that one time. Like recently, I went to the bar to like get some food or something. I'm like, this is stupid. Like why I should just called it in.
Yeah.
Why am I sitting here with these gross people like coughing and talking and laughing and shit? Like I could have just called in my food, picked it up, and been out of here by now. And yeah, so I'm Erica. I'm with you. I be missing people and missing the social, and so I remember that I didn't do it before, and yeah, I don't need to do it. Andrew said, substance is definitely a different combo for sure. Double edged sword, just like everything. Regina said, my boyfriend called. I didn't just leave you. No worries. No worries. Let me see. Angel said, me too, but I got in the mood now to even go out and talk to people. I don't know. I'm okay on that. I just don't have the urge to go talk to people. Yeah, even like at work, like I don't. I like it being like a skeleton crew, not a bunch of people. I'm. I don't need it as much as I thought. I guess I'm kind of like you, B. Like I felt like, oh, it'd be cool to have people around, and sometimes it is. Don't get me wrong, but all I need is enough of it, and then I'm like, well, I'm through with this. Like, I don't need this anymore for a couple months. And my meter to get that full is not as wide as other people. Like, all I need is a couple of interactions. I'm like, well, that's good for me for the week. I'm good.
Yeah, because look, it's the same old shit that's really not telling you. Hey, how was your weekend? My weekend was good. You could have had a horrible fucking weekend, but of course you ain't gonna tell this person
exactly.
that you had a horrible weekend. And they're like, okay, cool, it's good. You know, Happy New Year.
Look, I will say this though. I'm glad to be in the house during like Christmas and New Year's time, nigga. Because I can't. I hate it, man. Like, how long is it okay to say Happy New Year's? Is the first week like everything's in the first week is okay? Because you're not still saying it in February. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's the first time you've seen somebody, like how long do you say Merry Christmas? Is it just that day? Happy belated Merry Christmas? Happy Thanksgiving? Like, what is it? Like
look, people be saying Happy New Year before the New Year hit. Merry Christmas before, you know, it even happened.
Yeah. So look, I'm glad to not be social right now because I don't know the rules. I've never known the rules, and it's all and like people are like, oh, happy Father's Day, and I'm like, oh, I'm not a father, and it's also like the 22nd. Like, Father's Day is over. Like, why are you saying this to me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't know. Your mom put up a Happy New Year's bear. So I don't know. I don't need the social now. I'll be glad to get more social after the holiday season. Cause like you ever get awkward when you tell people Happy Mother's Day? Like, cause you kind of want to say it to every woman, but you don't really know who a mom and who not a mom.
And but they get offended when you don't say. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know if you're a mom.
Like, we never even kicked it before. Like, I don't. you know, we say we be cordial. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Okay, you doing good? All right. What's up? You hungry? Okay, I'll get you something to eat when I go out. You know.
I had one guy this time at a store, just random, like, "Are you a dad?" I'm like, "No." They're like, okay, I was gonna say Happy Father's Day, but never mind. That worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that worked for me. I'm happy with that. Like, but sometimes it's like, I don't know. Like, do you say it? It's awkward though.
Like, for real, you say Happy Mother's Day to your mother, maybe your grandmother, maybe your girl,
So not just random people at the store, but if you don't, like, then they look at you weird, or they got a pen that say mom or something.
I'm gonna tell you this. Besides those three people, those three categories I just named, like, I don't really say happy unless I really remember to say Happy Mother's Day. I don't. It's just not, on the tip of my brain to say Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, or Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. Look, none of that. I don't be thinking about none of that. I came to the store to get whatever, and that's it. I'm one track mind. I'm not thinking about the mom that are not in my life. Like, I'm not thinking about. Like, it's not that I don't care, but I don't know you. Like, I don't know you. So why am I saying Happy Mother's Day? What if you're a terrible mom? Or whatever. Like, I don't know. Let's see, Rob said, I'm happy we can't go nowhere for Valentine's Day. Don't speak too soon. Joe Biden gonna get in there and dump needles in everybody's arm and
once some checks
out here.
Once people get them shots and once some checks start to clear, like people, you won't be expected to spend some money.
I'm glad I'm in a spot where I don't got to worry about these superficial holidays, but Rob, I agree with you because like they try to force you to go someplace, not women, but I mean like society try to force you to go somewhere, do something for Valentine's Day. They want to jack up the prices because they put on pink tablecloths, tables, and we have 2 roses at the table, and now we got to charge you an extra $30. Like I'm sick of all of that. So Rob, I agree with you on that one. Ultimately, is these restaurants and stuff gonna have to be creative, and if me and my chick can somehow get a good meal for the low, or like just happen to get a great deal out of it, and it just so happen to be Valentine's Day, then cool. Otherwise, no pressure from or for me. Andrew said, I agree with Byron. It's not like you go around telling everybody have a happy day every day. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
We all on the same page because like, I'm not walking around like, all right, man, have a good day. 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 Like I'm just not saying this to everybody. Like, so why would I be like, Happy Father's Day? Happy Father's Day.
Do you think it's just because you're just being nice to people, being cordial, that people say that, hey, good morning, hey, see you later?
Yeah. I'll say this, like, so every job, all right. So every job, you got a group of people that you're cool with.
Yeah,
you cool with everybody on the same level.
True.
So when you say that, you might only mean it for 5 people. Like you'll say it all day, but when you ask somebody like, "Man, how was your weekend?" You only really care about it from the 5 or 6 people that you actually care about.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying, that you actually have other conversations with. Everybody else is just like
you'll speak, but like, hey, how you doing? But then some motherfuckers don't even speak. Now that's disrespect.
See, that's also why I don't speak. I'll look you right in your face and let you know that you got my attention. But if you don't say nothing, I ain't saying nothing. And we can keep it the same.
Y'all just be looking at each other and shit every fucking day, 5 days a week. Just looking at a motherfucker.
Dude, especially for what I do, I'll look you dead in your soul and won't say a word. Won't say a word to you and dare you to say something. And then if you don't, then cool. We can keep it the same. I don't got nothing to say to you either, my guy.
The same energy.
Or my girl. Like, I don't care who, male or female. I'll look you dead in your soul and won't say a word to you. I'll watch you walk in. I'll watch you sign in. I'll watch you walk away. On your way out the door, I'm also not saying, hey, have a good day. Nothing. I got a great memory, so just keep on walking.
And don't expect me to say your life.
All right. Oh, hey, let a fire alarm or something go off, nigga. Now they got a bunch of shit to say to me. Now they got a bunch of questions to ask. What's going on? Is this a drill? Where do we go?
Yeah, then you keep that same energy, like,
like, hey,
okay,
go back that way. I'll come in. Just go back.
I'll be there in a minute. Come back like 3 hours later.
Yeah.
So,
what happened? I don't know. I don't know nothing. Don't talk to me now. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know nothing. Don't ask me. That's funny. All right, man. Well, we're gonna wrap it up and get out of here. We appreciate y'all joining us for first show of 2021. At any time we can still dive through these cards if you guys want to. Next week, hopefully, we'll be able to talk more about goals and 2021 outlook and hope for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get some good positivity rolling. It was good to just come in and get another show under our belt with you guys, of course.
And what number show is this?
This is 98.
Ooh.
Episode 98. So we're getting close to a 100 show. We got some ideas floating. If you guys got any ideas for stuff y'all want to see us do or topics to cover or any of that stuff for show 100, let us know. I mean, we're literally about 2 weeks out. So if you got any ideas or anything, let us know. Show 100, it's a big deal. And it's made possible thanks to you guys. So like I said, any challenges or I don't know, topics, interviews, like anything that y'all want to see for episode 100, definitely let us know. And we'll be working on it as soon as possible. Erica, we still waiting on that wine list. Don't play us out here. Don't leave us out here. We see you drinking. I see you drinking good for New Year's.
Man, we've been waiting. We've been waiting. Congratulations on your goals, but remember our one goal to, send that wine list. We need that.
So definitely let us know.
Planning something special for, episode 100.
Episode 100 is big, and I go for you guys is watching live. You guys are listening to the podcast, different countries, all of that stuff, man. Send us all to us.
Shout out to Ireland. Like y'all.
Shout out to Ireland, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, send it all to us, man. We definitely support it all. So thank you. This is funny. But yeah, episode 100 coming up. So any ideas, let us know. Thanks again to everybody that bought merch. Thanks for the people that still buying merch. It's still time to buy merch.
Always time to buy merch. $29, 2 for $50 for the hoodies.
Hoodies are still on sale right now. I'm sure throughout the year we'll have other deals. We'll have all type of stuff going on. T-shirts
in the summer, get warm. You want a t-shirt? We probably, put those together. But right now it's cold, so we got your hoodies. We don't have Scullies. We wish we had them for y'all, but maybe next time.
We're working on some stuff, but we got mugs for your hot chocolate, your coffee. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. So just let us know. Go to our website. The links are everywhere. We'll keep posting them, of course. If y'all need something, definitely let us know. Tim, thanks for joining us, man. We hope you're having a good 2021. We hope you're off to a good start. I know you joined us a little late. We started a little late, so
See what you did there, but you meant it.
You don't got If I say have a blessed week, stay healthy. Hey, everybody stay healthy, stay safe out there. I know we're into the new year. The vaccine is getting around and all that good stuff, but don't be stupid out here. Stay healthy. Take care of yourself is definitely most important.
And I don't have so much to add to that. I do have something to add to that. Be sure to check out During the Course of Ebony J. You can see it scrolling at the bottom. All you got to do is type that in. You can go watch her shows. She got 10 shows under her belt. Go watch them all. They all classics in my book. Other than that, remember to own your own as usual.
Ebony J will be back with another show, another new episode next week. She already let me know, so tune in at 2 o'clock, I think. I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out exactly. We'll get the information out to you guys. Thanks for the support as always. I don't know. We back, man. I'm happy for it. So looking forward to spending more time with y'all, and hopefully 2021 can I don't even want to say it can't get no worse. I don't want to say that. I don't want to put that pressure on it, but man, let's just let's try to make it as best as we can and do what we can when we get out of here. So that being said, salute to the city as always. It's on my shirt, as you see. Politics. I almost forgot. We'll do some politics on Wednesday. Quick preview. We got a Senate race coming up on Tuesday.
Very important.
Very important race. If Georgia turn those 2 seats to Democratic seats on Tuesday, we'll be able to report and talk about it Wednesday.
Hey.
And that's going to be super important.
Right now, I see one Democrat winning, one Republican winning. So it might be 50-50 in the Senate.
They need 2 Democrats. If they get 1 Democrat, that ain't enough.
It's not okay.
They got to get 2. You got to get 2. It's 2 or nothing.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
The black guy always got it tough, man.
Right, but I mean, but hey, the black voter turnout has been amazing. People wait. They're making people wait 10 hours. It's
3 million people turned out in Georgia already. That's pretty impressive.
Like, it reminds me of other suppression that they're doing right now during this COVID. But
that's another story. Rob, this is on YouTube. It'll be in playback on Facebook shortly. It will be on YouTube.
And it will be on Spotify and Apple Podcast and Google Podcast and
all your
everything.
podcast places.
Yep.
But yeah, so we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all as always. Like I said, if y'all need anything, merchandise, hit us up. Any ideas for Show 100, hit us up. And man, it's good to be back. We will see y'all. Let's say next week. Next week sound good?
I'm not doing nothing.
All right, so we out of here.
So I've been supporting a lot of my favorite black businesses. Epiphany is definitely one. And I got this cute little card. Hoodie. I love hoodies this year. Can't wait to wear my hoodie, Epiphany. Yeah, Kyle, you gotta show my. Oh yeah, stickers.
Yo, it's your boy Don Prince, and I'm here with Epiphany Media. I just got me a hoodie from them. I appreciate the information and the knowledge that they bring on their webpage and also on their social media podcast. Make sure that y'all stay tuned in with them. Check out Epiphany Media, and it's your boy Don Prince. I'm out.
You are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.